What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Spiritual Trip back for another video. Before I get into tonight's video, I just want to give a shout out to all my subscribers, all my followers, like I always do. I really appreciate y'all. I'm always starting my videos off like that because y'all don't know how much I appreciate y'all. With that being said, I'm gonna jump right into tonight's topic, which is don't let life get so far ahead of you that it start lapping you. And what I mean by that is don't don't keep yourself in a phase of still finding yourself unhealed from things that happened to you like over a decade ago, over 5 years ago, over 6, 7, 8 years ago. Don't find yourself as time moving forward and you still stuck in the past. When I was in rehab, for those who don't know, I did rehab. I did a 28-day program and back in 2019, and in one of the classes they taught us that there's a big windshield in your car going forward for a reason, and you know that little mirror, there's a rear view mirror to look in the back for a reason. Don't spend all your life staring in that rear view mirror while you're trying to drive, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna end up crashing. So there's a big ass window in front of you for a reason, so you could keep going where you going. If you stay looking in that little small rear view mirror for so long, you're gonna crash out. People don't understand that. Don't let life get so far ahead of you that it start lapping you. While you busy looking in that rear view mirror, you letting everything else go past you, and you're not paying attention to nothing else. You so busy focused on that little small ass mirror. That mirror is looking in your past. That mirror is looking behind you. That mirror is looking at old shit, stuff that's behind you. So don't it's okay to understand where you came from and what you're going through, but if you get caught up looking in that mirror for too long, you're gonna crash. And that's the main point that I'm trying to get people to understand, is that you got your whole life ahead of you. You got your whole future ahead of you. So there's no reason to be stuck in the past. It's okay to go through things. It's okay to deal with stress. People die, grieving. I'm not saying don't feel your feelings, but I'm saying don't get to a place in your life where you still thinking about some shit that you ain't let go of from years ago. I lost people that was close to me, like people that was like brother, like blood to me. I done lost family that I was close with. I took a lot of losses, and I'm pretty sure people did too. But for about a year or two, maybe 3 years, I was using that as an excuse to not heal and move forward. Like when my brother died, when my bro died, Jahari, when he died, I was like, that shit had me fucked up for some years. I ain't gonna lie, like because that was my first time experiencing death, so I never really understood how to feel about death until I lost somebody that was close in age to me, that was like my bro, like that was my real life bro. So when I lost him, that shit really hurt. So for years, I spent years back and forth to jail. I spent years using his death as an excuse to overdrink, to always be turning up, and I went through years of just like depression, of feeling anxiety, of making dumbass decisions from not thinking clear, like fuck it, like. And it took me to go to prison to really sit down with myself and think, like, we all got an expiration date, some earlier than others, but his death, what it did to me was, instead of so what happened was, after I really sat down and started analyzing death and life and death, we all got an expiration date. There's no point of cutting your life short because the unfortunate. Use the unfortunate to grow. Use the unfortunate to build. Take their life and use it as motivation. Use my dad homies as motivation instead of going down the wrong path. Use them to level my life up. Do shit that they probably wish they would have got the chance to do for them, for their kids, for all of that. So that's where I'm at now, is instead of looking in that rear view mirror, I had to chuck it up. It is what it is. Like, and I still gonna lose more people. So if I'm still stuck on my bro death, and let's say I lose my mom or dad, and I'm stuck on bro death and my mom and dad death, that shit gonna eat me up alive. So I had to heal from that shit. I had to really let that shit go. I had to learn how to adjust and move forward. I had to learn how to adapt and move forward. Don't get stuck in the past like that. Like, You could reflect on it. That's what the little mirror is for, to look, just glance at it. But if you stay staring at it for too long, you're gonna get lost in it and you're gonna end up crashing out. So there's a big window in front of you for a reason. That's your future. The little mirror is your past. Don't get stuck in your past. We in 2025 now. I'm pretty sure there's millions of people that's stuck in 2024, that's stuck in 2023, that's stuck in 2020 because they never took the time to really sit with themselves and heal from them things. So the moral of my videos, the purpose of what I'm trying to do is to get people to wake up before it's too late. Because I know people that die, they're alive, but they're dying faster than what they should be because they holding on to stuff that they don't need to be holding on to anymore. Relationships, friendships, family members, because all family ain't good for you. I come from a decent family and I really appreciate my family, just putting that out there. But I know people that didn't come from such a great family, but I also got friends that didn't come from a great family, but they didn't let that stop them from being great. So it ain't really no excuse either way you look at it. I know people that was raised single mother, single father, all of that, and they still turned their life around and was great. So I used to think, okay, maybe that's an excuse to be fucked up because they ain't grow up the right way or whatever. Maybe they didn't have no guidance or whatever the case may be. And for some cases, that's unfortunate. But for those who have a chance to make a change before they go do some dickhead shit and give it all up, the chance that they could turn their life around with it and outdo their dad. If their dad wasn't in their life, you should use that as a stepping stone to say, I don't want to be shit like my dad. I'm going to change. I'm a live my life. I'm going to do what I got to do. And he going to be somewhere watching, whether he live, dead, whatever. Like, that's how I started looking at everything now. Like, my brother passed, I was hurt. And then I started looking at it like he watching, no matter what I'm doing, he's somewhere watching. And that gave me a second heartbeat that motivated me. So I named my cooking business after him because that was his last words to me, was keep going no matter what. So that's what I kept. I was telling him excuses of why I couldn't keep going forward, and then it hit me like, yo, ain't no excuses in this shit. Ain't no, you gotta learn how to adjust, adapt, and move forward. That's all to it. You could be stuck in the past if you want to, but it ain't gonna turn out good for you. So for all my friends, family, for strangers that's watching this video, my whole purpose of this video is to get you to snap out of it, because a lot of people are sleeping and they stuck in it. And being that I was asleep at a point in time and I was able to wake myself up, and when I say sleep, I don't mean like I was naive to the shit that's going on with the government and all the extra shit. Nah, I just didn't understand life the way I understand it now until I went to prison. Prison really opened my eyes up to a lot of shit, and it might take certain people to go to prison to do what I did. Basically, my dad had to go to prison to change his lifestyle around for the better, and it worked for him. And he told me the same thing, like, listen, I can't hold your hand through life. You got your own decision and free will to make your own choices, and I didn't listen to that, and I fucked myself up. But that was the greatest fuck up of my life, because look what I'm doing now, and you feel me? So I'm trying to spread this message to the people that's younger than me. I'm about to be 28 hopefully on the 20th of this month of January. So for those that's 28, 27, 26, 25, for those that's younger, even older, that didn't make it to where, for those that's older that still feel lost or whatever the case may be, you could take it from me, like, ain't shit gone. Just like, you gotta really be intentional for what you trying to do with your life, but don't let life lap you. Don't get to a point of regret, a point of you still holding on to the past. Like, you still holding on to the relationships could be over, but you can't even move forward because you still ain't fully let this person go. You still ain't fully do what you need to do to let them go and start a new chapter. Some of y'all never closed the book that you was reading. That book's still open, and then you will go try and find a new book to start reading, and you keep turning your head to look at the book to see what it's doing. It's not gonna work like that. You're gonna get distracted. It's not gonna work like that. So what needs to be done is you need to close that book, chalk it up. Yo, I'm done with this book. I'm done reading this shit. Even if you don't finish the book, whatever. If the book not for you, close the bitch up. Make sure you close the book though. Don't just fucking put the book to the side open. Like you still gonna still be thinking about it. So close your book first and then throw it to the side. Do what you need to do with it. If you need to throw it in the garbage, throw the fucking book in the garbage and then you get a new book. But don't try and start something new if you ain't over the old shit. And people, I did that before. I tried to jump into a new relationship and I wasn't over my baby mom at a point in time. And what ended up happening was I ended up fucking myself over and it just wasn't good. So I said I gotta close these books before I even try to do anything. Make sure my books is closed so I can move forward and start the next book peacefully without all the baggage and drama with it. And not only on top of that is if I go into somebody else's life that's just starting a book or they on a journey, I don't want to come into their life with a half rotten book. You feel me? So I need to get my shit straight before I even try and collab or do anything with anybody. I had to make sure I'm good first, mentally, physically, all of that, spiritually, all of that. So don't don't let this life lap you to the point where you can't move forward and you feel stuck. Like it's a lot of people in 2025 that we only about a weekend into this year, and I'm seeing people saying they fucked up already. People ain't really changed. They just with the hype. Like people say they gonna do this and that and the third for New Year's, this and that. But if you really should have started your New Year's resolution like months ago, for real. But that's besides the point. I'll make a whole nother video talking about that. But the main point that I'm just trying to get across to people in this video is don't let life lap you, because I see it happen all day, every day. People are still stuck in the past and life is going. We gonna be in 2026 before you know it. And if you still stuck in shit from 2024, what the fuck is your life gonna look like? And if you keep letting that shit build up, eventually it's gonna explode, and it might not be as pretty as you think it's gonna be. So get that through your head now. Get your mind right so you can shine bright. That's my slogan. That like I had to get my mind right so I feel like I'm shining bright now. You feel me? So you gotta move forward. It ain't no reason to stay stuck in the past. Feel the past, do what you need to do, heal, and move the fuck on. People get stuck in the victim mindset of so and so did this, that, and the third, and it's just like after a while I get tired of hearing the shit. Like I can't talk to people that can't move on, that's stuck in the past. Like and shit, it would be no different from me talking about the same shit over and over. And I had people move on because I was talking about the same shit. So I had to understand, like, nah, that the shit ain't it. It's time for me to grow up. That's what it is. It's time for y'all to grow up. It's time for you to stop feeling like a victim of this world and use this world to your advantage while you here. Because once you gone, who the fuck knows? You feel me? So do what you can now. Stop waiting around. Stop wasting time. Like I never understood how precious time was until I was in prison. And I'm like, damn, this year I'm sitting here with no motion. I can't work a job. I can't see my kids. This is a year I'm missing out of my life. And I'm thinking of everybody that's doing multiple years. Yo, you wasting time for real. And that shit ain't cool. So I hope the message get through to people. I hope people really take this in. I got mad more videos to come. I really enjoy talking like this. I could talk like this for hours, literally. Like I'm eventually start going live on Facebook, eventually start going live on YouTube, all of that. So y'all could really understand where I'm coming from and who I am as a person while I'm giving y'all this advice, while I'm giving y'all these little gems to all I'm trying to do is to wake people up, because I feel good doing that. The people that want to be woken up. The people that want to stay asleep, y'all can stay asleep. But I'm take this from me. Your life ain't gonna get no better. Your life ain't gonna change. You're gonna be going through the same shit next year, and then the year after that, until you make a change. And you could play it off like you not miserable inside. You could play it off like you're not broken. You could get on social media all day, laugh and joke. But once you log off, some people stay on Facebook all day so they don't have to deal with their reality. But once you log off and you have to sit, or when you in the shower by yourself, or when you forced to be by yourself, that's when it's gonna hit you. But if you keep yourself occupied and your mind constantly occupied so you don't never have to face your demons, it's going to catch up to you no matter how many years or how far you run from it. So you might as well stop. Take a second. That's all I mean. Just take a second to really address your demons within, because nobody else could do it for you. Nobody else know what you're dealing with mentally. Address your demons and move the fuck on. Simple. Don't let life lap you. Don't be going through this 2025 stuck in the fucking 2020 COVID. Like you went through some shit during COVID, never healed from it, and now we 5 years in and ain't nothing get better for you. So stop wasting your time. Close the book and move on. That's it. That's all. So it's your boy Trip, man. I'll be back for another video soon. So I'm gonna smoke this blunt, do what I do best. You feel me? So it's your boy Trip. I'm out.